Some married women go through verbal abuse, emotional abuse, physical abuse, psychological abuse, financial abuse, all these different things. I'm glad Cardi B came out with the song called Safe, because that's what women need to feel, and especially when you're married to someone, because you're around this person 24/7 or a lot. Let's just say, I don't know if a person works from home or what the case may be, but you're around this person a lot. And if you can't feel safe in your own home, then why are we together? So that's why I titled this video, "The Tables Did Not Just Turn, They Were Flipped." And so buckle up, put your seatbelts on, grab your popcorn, and get ready for this series here. It's called Married and Miserable, episode number 3. All right, here we go, y'all. As you all know, I've never been married before. I had situationships, which resulted in 2 children being born. And I love my children. Children are a blessing from the Lord. And so with all this being said, I'm happy, I'm healthy, my children are happy. You know, things could be, a little bit better for us, but our needs are met. And I'm glad that things happened the way that they did, because when people start showing their true colors, now you get the real them. You get to see who this person truly is. And now you get to pull the trigger and just say, deuces, peace out. And so I know you all heard the saying, when a person show you who they are, believe them. It is true. This is why we need to be self-aware. This is why we need to know who we are and what you're willing to tolerate. And this is why you need to have standards. When you have standards, you already know what you're going to tolerate and what you're not going to accept. You're going to nip stuff in the butt. And if this don't get correct or fixed, some things gotta change. Some things gotta take place. And so I know I experienced a lot of these domestic violence. I'm a survivor. As I said before in my past videos, I'm a survivor of domestic violence, and I didn't experience it once, I experienced it twice. And not all men are like this. That's why it is important to date around and to see, because not all of these men do this. Some men think that some women are weak, and if you're weak in your mind, they will run over you. They will trample over you. The Bible talks about don't cast your pearls before swine. That is so true. You got to know when you're dealing with someone who likes to roll around in the mud and get dirty, because I don't like getting dirty. I don't like hitting below the belt. But some people out here, they cutthroat. They don't care about themselves. They're not going to care about you or anybody else. You know how the Bible talks about the enemy is out here to steal, kill, and destroy. It is so true. And you really have to be careful, because sometimes you can get yourself involved with a man who is jealous of you. And when that man is jealous of you, he's going to do everything in his power to try to destroy you. I experienced this firsthand more than once. And it's funny, it's only been by the people who I had children with. And the thing is, I've always been strong in my mind. And so I thank God that when the final straw happened, I was like, okay, Lord, thank you, because you answered my prayer. My prayer was, Lord, burn this bridge down so I don't ever have to walk across it again. Burn this bridge down, Lord, because I want your will to be done, not my will, but let your will be done. Show me who this person is. Show me that this person is not my husband. So I thank God that the consistency was consistent. The behavior was consistent, not meeting my standard. So thank you for letting this person reveal themselves to me. Thank you, Lord, for showing me that this person wanted to have my life and wanted to be me. Thank you, Lord, that this person wanted me broke, busted, and to be disgusted with myself. But thank you, Lord, that you live on the inside of me. Thank God that I have Jesus, because my light is still gonna shine bright no matter what the enemy does. And that's why the enemy is so mad, because the enemy wants to steal, kill, and destroy. But do you remember the story of Job, where I believe, I'm about to paraphrase y'all, when Satan came before God and he asked, the Lord asked, God asked Satan, like, where have you been? He like, I've been roaming the earth. He been roaming the earth. And so God said to him, I'm paraphrasing, have you considered my servant Job? And he said, well, you put this hedge of protection around him. You know, of course he ain't gonna deny you. So God told him, you know, you could do whatever, you just can't take his life. Can I tell you, I know what that feels like. Not everything Job went through, but whew, Lord have mercy, it feels dang near close. The spiritual warfare is real. But I thank God. I don't care what I lose, as long as I don't lose myself in the process. I thank God that he still allowed me and my children to be in our right minds and have our health, that I am grateful and thankful to the Lord. You know, but the enemy just not gonna let up. He all gas, no brake. And the enemy is very cunning. So yeah, I want to talk about, I know I talked about this in another video, but I want to talk about when God gives you grace, you have to walk through the door. Anytime a man has a break baby or try to hide things from you, as far as like children and all this different stuff, if a person can't put everything out there, I don't mean like everything, but if a person can't be bare, open, y'all keep burping. If a person can't be who they are and be transparent and speak with no hidden agendas, no hidden motives, something ain't right. When a person has a break baby, that's your saving grace. You need to walk away. You don't need to say, you know what, let me just try this one more time. Let me just feel that one more time. Been there, done that. Don't do that. I know people are grown. They're not going to listen. They're going to do whatever it is they want to do. Just remember, there's consequences to the choices and the decisions that you make. So, when a person has a break baby or will leave you, ghost you, whatever, seek God, walk away, find you a prayer partner, try to get strong, keep yourself busy, because an idle mind is a devil's workshop. If a person can't be safe, you can't be safe or feel safe with that person, it's time to cut your losses. It's time to cut ties. That person not healthy for you. There are plenty other men out here. Now, I know I'm talking about men because my channel is dedicated to women. It's to empower women, for you to think, for you to slow down, be mindful, be aware, be conscious. The Bible talks about also the heart. Sometimes our heart wants what our heart wants, but you have to deny yourself and you have to take up your cross. And sometimes that cross may look like walking away from someone and just saying, Lord, give me strength because I can't do it. I can't walk away on my own. I need your help, Lord, to walk away from this person. Give me the right mind, renew my mind, help me with my thoughts. The person call, you need to not answer or just block them. Keep them blocked. Don't be talking kikiing with your friends saying, yeah, you know what, I should let them hit it one more time, or I should hit it one more. No, don't back that thing up. Don't do it. I'm just being real, transparent, and raw. Nothing. At the end of the day, if a person is not on the same page as you, write out you a list. Make sure God is the first thing on the list. Make sure they have a right relationship with God, seeking the Lord. They can't be transparent if you can't meet their family, if you can't spend time with them and get to know them and meet their family. Something ain't right. But then you still have to be careful too, because sometimes a man will take you to his house that you think may be his house. This happened to me. You could think that's his house. It may be his friend's house or his cousin's house that he taking you to. And you thinking that he live, on his own. No. He probably just trying to smash. I'm just keeping it real. But let me get back on subject, because we're talking about marriages. I feel like I'm talking about single people now. But let me get back on track, y'all. So, married and miserable. The tables didn't just turn, they were flipped. Sometimes you have to walk away, because a person will do what you allow them to do. Some people will walk all over you if you let them. They won't think nothing else about it. Some people are master manipulators. They want to use and abuse you, and as much as you are willing to take or accept, I should say, as much as you're willing to accept, they're gonna keep dishing it out. They're gonna see how much they can get away with. And I agree with a lot of men out here. One in particular, if y'all ever watch Tony Gaskins, he talks about, a man will be faithful, or a man can be faithful. Yeah, I don't think I would accept a cheater back. I don't think I would. I think that's a deal breaker for me. Definitely a deal breaker. Sometimes you gotta pull the trigger, because it's about self-control. You have to be mature enough to know that, you know what, let me not do this. Let me not be reckless. Let me be mindful that this can actually hurt my significant other. So, at the end of the day, you got to get clear on what it is that you want. And only you know what it is that you want. Nobody else can tell you. I'm glad I walked away from people who were no good for me. And I'm just glad that I didn't settle, because I know that there is better out here. And at the end of the day, if I don't love me, who's gonna love me? That's the same way you have to think. If you don't love you, who's gonna love you? Don't allow somebody that's gonna beat you down so far into the ground that you don't even know who you are at the end of the day. And when I talk about how I lost myself, I was self-sacrificing, doing things to try to please somebody else that I loved or I cared for deeply. But that's because I wasn't standing on my morals and my principles and my values, the things that I held valuable to me and dear to me. But now that I'm a little bit more mature, because I was immature, and more self-aware, it's just things that I know that God desires for me to have. And I don't want less than nothing than what God has for me. I want everything that the Lord has for me. So that's the same way you got to think and be as well. Walking away can be hard. Don't get me wrong, I understand. But safety is so important, because when you as a mother is affected, your children are affected. So you have to be strong and courageous. Just be brave and do what's best for your mental health so you can be stable mentally. And then so your children can be happy and flourishing. Because I don't want my children coming up to me and say, "Mommy, why are you sad? Mommy, why are you crying?" Or, "Mommy, don't cry. Mommy, don't be sad." I don't like that. My children shouldn't have to comfort me as an adult, or my children shouldn't have to see me as a whole grown woman being talked to like I'm crazy. I ain't finna allow that. It happened once, and guess what? It's not okay. So at the end of the day, I'm not telling nobody what to do. I'm just telling you about me and how things is for me. Children's safety should be first priority, top of the line priority. There are so many people out here that are immature, that are over the age of, I want to say 40. So the cycle just continues to the next generation, because people are selfish and they just want what they want. They're not trying to heal. They're not trying to grow. They're not trying to do no better. And then when they see people who are trying to heal, who are trying to do better, they start looking at you as if you think you're better than them. And that is not even the case. Some people, they will start thinking or trying to compete, let me say, with you when they don't even compare to you. They don't even compare. I got some other things I want to say, but that's for another video. So I'm gonna cut this video kind of short, because it's pretty plain and simple and straight to the point. Sometimes you gotta just pull the trigger and just cut the cord.